scary skeletons start running down the line, or whatever it say, y'all. It's October. That means it's spooky season, and you are pulling up to a brand new episode of the Pretty Nerd Time Machine. And as always, I'm your host, here to do the absolute freaking most, Bianca B. Givner, aka the Nostalgia Queen, aka Snow Black, and that's with 2 C's because I'm cute, but I will cut you, aka Stephen Bay Smith, here to debate all things Nickelodeon, 90s, Disney, Cartoon Network, throwback, and anime. You name it, we're going to talk about Bruno here in the Pretty Nerd Time Machine. You guys, welcome. It is spooky season. It is my favorite time of year, y'all. I order all my Halloween costumes and stuff, y'all. I do at least 5 every year. 5 cosplays, like minimum. And I show up and show out.
And that's on who? Man had a little lamb. Okay.
All right. This year we got some pretty cool stuff. I am excited to spectacular it up with you all. Welcome, you squares. I'm so happy to have you guys. But you know, we are in the middle of the AniPhase, where I am going through anime that I have not seen before, that you all probably seen like a million times, but this is my first time and I'm having a ball, y'all. We are doing Inuyasha. Y'all, wait till I tell you about these episodes. So I'm like 13 episodes in at this point, and it has gotten good. And then I know it's gonna get better from here. It's so much stuff is happening. It's getting ready to get real disgustingly good.
It's lit.
But before we hop into the AniPhase, you already know it's time for the very embarrassing status. Y'all, let's hop right into it. Let me see what I have cooking in October. Oh gosh, this is 2011. My fave. Y'all, it says, guess who got the job at Victoria's Secret? Yay, I'm about to have the dopest draws. Laughing but very serious. God is good. Let me tell you. So first of all, it's panties. Okay, let me just be clear. All right. And my husband, listen, he hates. I've gotten out of the habit of doing that because my whole life it was draw. Come on over here so I can drop it off in your draw. Even funnier, like most people say them like as drawers or underwear. Like no, they draws. But my husband goes, for girls, it's panties. So, and I remember, y'all, I'm getting ready to tell y'all a very embarrassing story to go with this status, y'all. I kid you not, when I first started working there, I was like in the front and I would like fold up the panties real neat. You know how you go in there, they're just like immaculately folded, like it's just perfect. And so, I'm up there and the one girl, like some girl came in, was just like, oh, where's the, the little thongs? I'm like, oh, the drawers is right over here.
Oh no, she didn't. Oh yes, she did.
My manager was like, could you like not refer to them as like drawers? Like we sell panties here. So like we had like headsets so we could communicate with each other throughout the store. And my coworkers were like cracking up on the headset. Like, I cannot believe he said drawers and meant it. Oh Lord, I've grown since then. Thank God for growth. That is my very embarrassing status and very embarrassing story. Oh my goodness, I was a kid. Lord, please forgive me. Good times. Y'all, let's hop right into it. We are moving right along into Inuyasha. Y'all see I got my notes. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Check this out. So, like I said, each episode, somehow we're running into some demon that's coming in here to wreak havoc, yada, 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 yada. So, in this particular episode, you guys, we are like, it's more like in the real world, like back where, in 2023, and it's not 2023, but you get what I'm saying, like in the real world. And it's funny because I was featured on another awesome podcast called the G.A.M.E. You guys, make sure you check them out. Go listen to the episode. It is a lituation. We get real spooky, you guys. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Tess. Thank y'all so much for having me. You guys, rockaroni and cheese. Love you, y'all gang. But on this podcast, we were talking about that, and I was wondering, I'm like, is it going to ever cross over into the real world? Because she has these fragments, and sure enough, as soon as I start watching again, here it goes into the real world. Mess. So, this episode, there's like this mask, and basically this mask was just tearing up stuff. Like, I'm gonna really summarize it. Mask is going through town, tearing stuff up, and it's giving hot mess. Now this time, Soto, her little brother, he has to help because something happens where the mask ends up tearing up the what is it? What, it's not like an ancestral ground, it's in their backyard or whatever, but basically it's like a temple or whatever, and it starts like a fire, like in a house, not a house, but it's like it starts a fire where they're at, in like the closet or whatnot. And the granddad, he ends up hospitalized, and he's just on some beware of the mask, like he's asleep, but in his sleep he's talking about, so beware of the mask, you know what I'm saying? So every stuff starts turning up. This mask is eating the police, tearing that up in the real world, and it's here to get more jewel fragments. Now Kagome, she got the jewel fragments in a little drawer on her dresser in her house, giving real goofy. All right, and it's in there, you know. Soto and her end up in like her room, and this mask is being attacked and all this stuff. She's like, listen, I need you to go to the well, go get Inuyasha. And he's, I don't want to by myself. She's like, yes, by yourself. The fuck? Like, Soto, he's I gotta remember that he's a little kid. He's got to be like 7, 8. So naturally, you know, her kid brother's going, but why? You know, whatever. He jumps down the well, y'all, and boom, he hits the bottom. It don't work for him. He's like, oh no. Okay. But he starts crying like Kagome needs help. I don't know what to do. And immediately the ground changes, and it don't let him through, but it brings Inuyasha through. Inuyasha comes, and surprisingly, you guys, Inuyasha is like the sweetest big brother figure. He's like, don't worry, we're going to take care of her. Where's she at? And Soto's thinking like, Kagome said he's terrible, he's this, he's that, he's just da-da-da. He's like, I don't see that. Like, what is she talking about? So Kagome has the fragments. She's like running, she's, you know, she climbed real high up this construction, and it's all bad. And so they get up there, and as Soto is riding with Inuyasha, he's like riding on his back, like, don't worry, I got you, we're gonna help. He also realizes, he's like, wait a minute, you like my sister, don't it?
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
He don't say it to him, but like he gets the vibes, like, you know what I mean? So they get up there with Kagome. This mask is all, it's like, you know, it has sucked all these bodies into it, you know, all the shenanigans. And Inuyasha goes to try to stop it, and he gets sucked in. It's, oh no, it's all bad. Kagome's like, look, Soto, you got to take these fragments and run. He's like, what? She's like, do what I said, take the fragments and run. So Soto's running for his little life. He's in pajamas, y'all. He's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't had no shoes on or nothing.
I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life.
He's just out. And he gets to this ledge, and he's getting ready to fall off the ledge, you guys. The devil thought he had him, but Jesus came and grabbed him. Inuyasha, you know, he breaks free, saves the day, all this type of stuff. So at the same time, while, you know, Inuyasha didn't save the day, saved her brother, Kagome is just like, you know what? Inuyasha's a little dashing, like, and they're starting to realize, like, wait, I guess we like each other, but they'll never say it out loud, even though they have moments to themselves, like, well, he don't look that bad, or you know what, maybe he's not that bad of a person. That's that. So next episode, it flips, y'all. Her family is the only one who knows about her going back and forth between the well. There's this boy, okay, I can't remember what his name is. I think it's Hema something, not Hema, I keep saying hematosis. That's not even a real word. It's a boy at school that likes her, obviously likes her. So her friends be like, you got a boyfriend, da-da-da-da. She be not paying attention, because they be like, well, what do you want a boy to be like? And she's like, I don't want him to be nothing like Inuyasha, and then he'll be perfect, because Inuyasha is this, and he's that, and he's that. Meanwhile, I think they obviously like each other, but whatever. So this boy shows up, but her granddad, because he's trying to cover for her not being in school, because she be going to the well, he's like, oh, you know, she has this flu and that flu, and this boy keep bringing her gifts. Oh, I hope she feels better. It's a cute little mess. Now, this episode, long story short, there's this little girl who Kagome sees, but can't nobody else see, because remember, Kagome got the gift of sight. She sees this little girl tearing stuff up. Now, mind you, when the mass came through the city, it wasn't just Kagome's little spot over there by her house that got burned down. A lot of fires was started or whatever. Like, it was a big thing.
This girl is on fire.
And a lot of people died like in the house fires. It was real bad. So this one lady, she had 2 kids. She had a little girl and a little boy. The little boy, he been in a coma for like a month. Like, you know, he's alive, like he's healing, but he's still asleep since the house fire and all that stuff happened a while ago. I don't think it's the same fire. I'm messing it up. I'm getting my fires messed up. Whatever the case, firework through the city, yada yada yada. It's a mess. And so she sees this mom. She's in the hospital all the time with her son, but she doesn't see her daughter anywhere. But she's like, I know she has 2 kids. She keeps seeing this little girl who pop up and she tears stuff up. It's giving Angelica, okay? But like spooky, okay? Because this girl is dirty. She got ash all over her face. Come to find out, long story short, we found out this is the little girl of the mom. The mom, she got 2 kids. This her daughter. She died in the house fire or whatever. Basically, she is like a haunted little soul or whatever. And she like so there's like this little spirit that guides children that have, lost their lives to whatever tragedies. And it's like, it has this little flute and it guides them to somewhere peaceful. But here's the thing. As long as its eyes are closed, it'll take us somewhere peaceful. But if the spirit is disturbed for whatever reason, like this little girl coming in here and shut up, okay? The eyes will slowly start to open. When the eyes are open all the way, it's like, listen, I've tried to do the right thing by you, little girl, or little boy or whomever, but if the eyes open all the way, that means the spirit cannot be put to rest. It's still grieving, it's still angry, it's still raging inside, and it's going to drag it to Hades. I know it's crazy, but it will drag you to HE double hockey sticks, okay? If you won't allow it to take you to where it's peaceful. It's like, I'm trying to take you to heaven, but if you want to get on the elevator and push down, that's on you, okay? Inuyasha's telling Kagome, like, look, you can't fix this little girl. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Of course, Kagome doesn't think so. Long story short, you guys, we found out the little girl's angry with the mom because, she just always felt like she gave her little brother more attention. And the mom did not know that the little girl was in the house, because what was happening was, while she was tending to her brother, who was sick that day that the house caught on fire, okay, the little girl copped the attitude and left. You don't love me as much as my brother, and left. And her mom was just like, well, there she goes again. She'll be back later, whatever. The house fire broke up. She ran back. So the mom had went somewhere to the market real quick to get some more stuff for her little brother, right? Goes outside, comes back from the market, and the neighbors are like, yo, your house is on fire. She runs in, gets her son, doesn't realize the daughter is hiding in the closet. The daughter's like, had told the little brother, don't tell mom I'm in the closet, because I want her to freak out. I want her to be worried about me.
How dare you?
This mom is heartbroken because she's like, I didn't know my daughter was in the house. Because had I known my daughter was in the house, I'd have been in there. I would have ran in and got her too. So there's no way she could have known. The little girl's like, oh, I'm sitting up here mad at her, and she didn't even know I was in there. I know. They make up. So Kagome literally has to go to hell and get her out of hell. Okay. And the girl was under to be peaceful, yada, yada, yada. So that was a cute little episode. But now, y'all, let's get, it's always about 3 episodes in where stuff starts getting real ticky. Y'all. 3rd episode, all right? Now, she then accidentally set up the boy from school. He like her, right? Kagome. He asked her out on a date to the movie. She's like, cool, we can go Saturday. Not even thinking about like, oh, I gotta be with Inuyasha on Saturday. Like, I gotta go in the well, but maybe I'll be out in town, blah, 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 blah. So she goes with Inuyasha. Inuyasha, right now, there's these spider people that's taking over the village. That's the demon we fight in this episode, y'all. There's this girl who she's like, listen, this little spider demon, he done ate my mom, ate my dad. Like, I've been living in the mountains with this priest to try to, stay on my own, blah, 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 blah. So she don't like Inuyasha because she's like, I don't do demons. I don't, you know what I'm saying? None of that stuff, because demons took my mom and my dad, and I don't like that. Like, whatever. Inuyasha's like, look, you want the help or not, bitch? Because, like, it's just like, what you want me to do? Okay? Y'all, they get up here, and The spider people are all over the place. The priest is like, hey, you can stay here for the night. Well, just don't worry about it. We'll take care of you. So everybody's laid up. Now, mind you, okay, Inuyasha, of course he's thinking, he's like, oh, the him and Kagome, they're little, they're cute. You guys, tell me why the spider people start attacking. They're kind of like on the run, and they're like, look, so Inuyasha's like, look, we got to get away, da-da-da-da. As they get in the forest, y'all, here come the turn up. Inuyasha's hair turns black.
What?
None of y'all, okay, prepared me for black hair Inuyasha. Why didn't y'all tell me? Why didn't y'all warn me that he was 50 shades of blonde? Like, man, sir, my good sir, my brother in Christ. Inuyasha's hair is turning black because when the night on, there's a time of year when the planets line up and the moon is dark. Inuyasha is human and all his powers is gone until the sun comes back, okay? So all night, they SOL, okay? They shit out of luck.
That's too damn bad!
Because his fangs are gone. He is a human all night. Kagume's like, why wouldn't you tell me? And he's just like, I didn't want to, I don't nobody know about this. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? She's like, no, you should have told me so that way I could have been prepared. So I could have been able to protect you. Like, they had their little moments. He's just like, well, why would you protect me? She's like, but why wouldn't I? Like, type of, it's Kagome. I love it. So long story short, y'all, the girl comes back. She's like, look, y'all gotta help. The priest is the big spider. He tricked me this whole time. He's the one who killed my parents. So basically, Inuyasha's like, so now you need a ride from an ignorant nigga. Like, he's like, oh, I know that ain't why I'm thinking here asking me for help. So basically, he goes, he saves the day, he beats the spiders, and it all works out. But him and Kagome is really on some like they're really on some likey each other type stuff. It's really cute. That's where I'll stop. Can't wait for more. It's a situation. All right, as promised, you guys, I always gotta come hit you with the nerdy factoroni and cheese. Nerdy facts bring you to your knees. And y'all, I'm a really good rapper. So I could just think of stuff. That wasn't a bar. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
But I could just think of little stuff that rhymes like real quick. So thank you. Come to my listening party. It's lit. Y'all, I want to talk. Do you guys remember when Toys R Us, right? Probably like the end of November, like just before Thanksgiving hit, they would send that 90s catalog with all the shebang in it. And you got to sit and circle all the toys you wanted, but you wasn't finna get. It's like, my mom did due diligence. She did what she had to do. And although I would be circling bullshit, I'll be circling like nonsense, knowing good and darn well, like, my mom's not finna get me no Nintendo, but I'm gonna circle it just to let her know, like, I do want this, and like, I'm gonna judge you if you don't buy it for me, but it's cool. Like, I used to hate when she would get stuff I ain't circle. I'm like, now, good and well, I ain't circle these socks and panties. Like, I did not circle new panties. I did not circle underwear. I did not circle pajamas. But I got 3 packs of pajamas, and you got it looking under this tree like it's lit. But I would talk crap, but they would be really cute. I just did one with my kid, and they're real slick, because why are you sending it October 1st? I just got it in the mail, and it's thick like, it's thick like a like it's literally, y'all, it's like this thick. It's thick like a marble composition notebook. And that's crazy to me, because like when we had ours, it was not that thick. It was like, I don't know, 20 pieces of paper like stapled together in the middle, and that was all it was. Like, so these kids, in the kids book, y'all, there's iPads, motorcycles. I'm like, what the frosted frick? Like, we didn't have it. Now, granted, in ours, like, we had the Nintendo stuff. I'm looking at the prices, y'all. Nintendo was $130. It was like $130. Barbies were not expensive. So I'm like, Well, you know what? It's probably different now because like what we make now is probably like $1 million compared to what we was making back then. So it might have been like a pricey appearance. But I'm looking and I'm just like, man, we had it so good. I miss it, y'all. It was such good times. Was that your favorite time here? Because I know it was mine. And on top of that, I felt like I had a piece of mail. Because you're a kid, you don't get stuff in the mail.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail.
I felt like a grown-up. I'm like, oh, that says Bianca on it. This says my name. So I'm going to need you to pass that Dutch. I used to love that type of year. So not that type of year. What is that type of year? I used to love it and look forward to it every year. And now I kind of look forward to it too with my kid, even though the Amazon book is like literally thick. It took him like a half hour to go through and circle everything that he wanted. Ridiculous. Then they got like stickers where you could really put down what you really want and circle this, that, and 30. You can put your list to Santa. And I'm just like, bruh. That was 90s. This is today. And hip hip hooray for Toys R Us catalogs. Ta-da! All right, you guys, that is it for this episode. You all are amazeballs. And as always, you know the deal with the truth. If you ever want to come on to the Pretty Nerd Time Machine and debate the queen, debate the god, you got a hot topic you want to tic-tac-toe around, you know what to do. Hop on over to prettynerdtimemachine.com. Slip and slide into that contact section and hit me up. I'm always here and I'm ready to debate all you amazing squares. You know the rules, you guys. You stay lit, you stay cool, and you stay nostalgic. Yeah, squares. I'll check you later. Until next time. Bye.